Hey everybody, Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. So starting off on the red team, we are going to have Brand, Ezreal, Amumu, Akali, and Nunu versus the blue team, who has Olaf, Tryndamere, Oriana, Draven, and Blitzcrank. Should be a good match. So starting off at the top lane, we're going to have Akali versus Tryndamere. Now, Akali has been maining AD carry in Season 3 so far, and Tryndamere has been maining jungle, but then again, Tryndamere could be jungling in Season 3. I'm not 100% sure. His name is BestTryndamereNA, so it really wouldn't surprise me. But that's going to give, I think, Tryndamere maybe a little bit of an advantage since he's probably more familiar with that champion. Akali's been played by this person 9 times with a 55% win ratio, which is okay. It's just not a lot of games. It's hard to get a sample size from that. Tryndamere, again, not a lot of games. Only 11 with a 63% win ratio. But I think I'm going to give it to Tryndamere just because of the name. I'm a little bit more confident in his abilities since he's, quote-unquote BestTryndamereNA, and he's also 2100 rated, so that gives him a little bit of credibility instead of just some random scrub that has that name. So then if we transition into the mid lane, we're going to have Brand versus Oriana. Should be a really interesting matchup since I haven't seen Brand in a really long time. Brand is main caster as well as Oriana, so no one's going to have a huge advantage there. Brand has been played by this person about 33 times with a 60% win ratio, which is really good. And Oriana's been played by this person 15 times with an 80% win ratio, which is phenomenal. I think I'm going to have to give this game to Oriana just because that's ridiculous. That's a lot of games to win and not lose with a champion. 15 games, only lost 3. That's just really, really good. And then if we go into the jungle, we're going to have Amumu versus an Olaf. Now, Amumu's been maining caster lately, and Olaf's been maining support, so no one's going to have a huge advantage there. Amumu has not been played by this person in Ranked for Season 3 yet, and Olaf's only been played by this person once in Season 3 and lost. So I don't really have any credibility of either of those champions or any of these players, but it is Zekent, and Zekent is a phenomenal player, so I think I will have to give it to the Olaf just because I know Zekent, and I really don't know Fluffy Boy at all. I don't remember him from Season 2 either. But then if we go into the bottom lane, we're going to have Draven versus Ezreal. They both main AD carry, so no one's going to have a big advantage. But Ezreal's been played by this person 55 times already with a 72% win ratio, which is huge. And Draven's only been played by this person 5 times with a 20% win ratio, which is the opposite of huge. I'm definitely going to have to give bottom lane to this Ezreal just because of that. And then if we look at the support champions, we're going to have Blitzcrank, who actually mains support, and Nunu, who mains caster. Nunu's never been played by this person in Ranked Season 3, and Blitzcrank's been played by this person 8 times with a 75% win ratio. So it's really going to help the Draven, I think, in the long run. I think Blitzcrank will be an overall better support. I don't feel that Nunu is a very good support with Ezreal in general, especially against a Blitzcrank. I mean, it'll help a little bit because he'll have that bonus movement speed to dodge the grabs. I just don't know if it's going to be good enough. They just don't. Ezreal needs, the long-range poke and then goes in there for a little bit of extra burst at the end. I just don't think Nunu is going to be the best choice. So overall, the champions that everyone's playing, the red team is going to have a 67.01% chance of winning, and the blue team is going to have a 65% chance of winning. I am going to go against the stats on this game and go for the blue team. I think that their lane matchups are significantly higher than the others, and so I really just think the blue team will come ahead. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven. And we should have a very interesting game. I'm very excited to see Zombie Brand. I have not seen him in a while, but he's definitely fun to watch play, especially if you max out his attack speed. There was a video on that a while ago, so I definitely recommend looking that up because it's freaking hilarious. He's just like wobbling back and forth. It's just really funny looking. But this BestTryndamereNA, I'm not sure who that is, actually. I'm assuming it's somebody's alt, but I can't be for sure. But we do have Zekent in this game, and he's a great player, and I really like to watch him play. He's typically a top player from what I remember, so it's weird to see him in the jungle, but he could have swapped in this season. Looks like he's primarily been playing support in Season 3 so far. but Champion Mage, he's also an excellent player. So I'm very excited to see him. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of these people, actually. So I believe Tryndamere will be going top, and he'll be going up against the Akali. And this should be a relatively interesting matchup, mainly because Akali does have some ranged harass, and that will provide to be a really big benefit for her. I mean, those just the mark of the assassin, just throwing it on there, and if Tryndamere blades or like spinning slashes in, she can just auto attack for a bunch of extra damage. So it'll be interesting. She does have that shroud as well. She can follow up with 3 of her ultimates, being Shadow Dance when she hits 6, so 1 spinning blade will probably not be enough to get away from her. It'll be interesting to see, because he will also have his Undying Rage, or Unending Rage. Yes, Undying Rage. You never know, because it feels like it's unending, but he's just an Undying Rage. In mid lane, we will have an Oriana versus Brand matchup, and I've not seen a Brand in a really long time, so it'll be interesting. It'll be weird to see what he's gonna do, especially against an Oriana. Oriana has a lot of lane control, so it should be an interesting lane. It'll definitely be different. Something I have not seen in a really long time, probably since like Brand was released. He had there's a really good axe dodge coming out from Champion Mage. Surprisingly, that was it's pretty good. The axe travels pretty quickly, so a lot of times it's hard to just dodge it when you don't quite see it coming. But it was really good job. Taking that unnecessary damage at the beginning is going to be really bad. Looks like Tryndamere is going to start out with Spinning Slash. I don't know if that's just to help prevent any potential ganks at level 1 or what exactly is going to happen. He will end up picking up that last Wraith, and yes, they are going to go over towards the blue buff. It doesn't look as if Olaf has anybody to help load on a lot of the front end damage for him. This could be very bad for him, but his passive is so strong that he's going to attack faster and get that health steal, and I actually think he will be fine overall, but he is going to be behind the Amumu by just a little bit. Amumu is now going to his race. He sees that it is gone, and now he's going to get spotted out at this red buff, and I don't know if Tryndamere is actually going to do anything about that. There is a nice little exchange coming up here. Wow, a lot of front-loaded crits coming out from Tryndamere. But yeah, Akali's just going to be able to spam. Both of these champions up top do not have mana, so it's going to be really good. And Tryndamere saw that Amumu was coming up, so he decided to throw down that ward. I really like these new buff icons. I think they look really cool. They are relatively difficult to see at times, but overall I think it's a little bit better, because some of the icons that are just a little like Tryndamere, right now he's just glowing for absolutely no reason. He just has lots of glowiness on him. Yeah, so some of the particles are a little bit just kind of over the top and crazy, but you know, that's the love of the game. It looks pretty, it looks flashy, and that's what we like. Wow, Akali going super low. Amumu going back towards the just to farm up. He wasn't able to get a good gank up top, so great job by Tryndamere just being able to thwart off his attacker just by simply playing passively. Nice little escape from Akali. This could be very dangerous for her. Uh-oh, this is going to be really bad. Tryndamere does have one more auto attack. He's going to be able to flash to get out of there. That ignite, yes. It looks like First Blood will go on to the Tryndamere, but that was a great trade. And now Amumu comes in, helps get the kill onto the Draven. Now Blitzcrank's all by himself. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of here. Ezreal's going to pop that mana shield. He's going to flash over, force Amumu to pop the flash as well, but he is going to go down anyway. So great job by Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank probably doesn't need flash as much as Amumu does. I don't know, even sometimes Amumu doesn't need it, as long as he's landing those bandage tosses, which, I mean, he has so far, but it's only been one. So you never really know what's going to happen later on in the game. But he really needs that bandage toss for that initiation, unless he's going to flash in there for the Curse of the Sad Mummy, which is possible. Oh, we might have a little bit of engagement going on here. Nice slow coming out from the axe. Oh, another follow-up axe coming down. Amumu tries to juke it, but is unable to. Right now, Brand is actually able to put on quite a bit of harass onto the Oriana, but he's taking a little bit in return. He's a little bit further behind as far as CS goes, and as far as health. He is out of is out of health potions with Sora's Oriana. It's gonna be It's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna do. Yeah, it'll be very, very interesting. So Draven and Blitzcrank getting pushed back to the tower, which was pretty expected. Ezreal went back and ended up getting... Wow. So we have him going down super, super low. That is giving me a nice little shroud coming out. He was able to hit Akali with that axe, and he pops his ghost. Is this going to be a dead Akali? Wow, she's juking in and out of the brush as much as possible. Oh, Tryndamere ends up picking that kill. And that is 2 kills for Tryndamere. Definitely not going to be good. Tryndamere is one of those sleeper hyper carries. If you remember back in Season 1, you know, he still wasn't really played all that frequently, but if a Tryndamere gets fed, it's one of the scariest things possible. Oh, that great shot by that minion. Really good teamwork coming out from the blue caster minion. Taking that, or like absorbing that stun from Brand. So that seer just did not quite land where he wanted it to. It looks like it probably shouldn't have hit that minion. That does happen. Oh, the grab! I can't believe that grab didn't hit either. Wow, what's going on? That was super close. Consider Nunu lucky, that is for sure. That would have been a lot of damage, but Ezreal can always Arcane Shift in there and just turn the 2-on-1 to a 2v2. Since Draven is already relatively low, it's gonna be difficult for them to really do too much. And of course, Nunu Bot's just gonna laugh about it. They're both at full health on the red team. Blue team is getting pushed out quite a bit, but Draven is still winning in CS. He's down a kill and an assist though, and that's not gonna be good in the long run. Tryndamere is level 6. He has his Undying Rage. Is he gonna choose to tower dive? I don't believe he will because of that shroud that Akali has, and that's gonna keep her alive. Yeah, that, wow, really great move is so max up that anger, that fear, not fear. I don't remember what it's called now. Like stress, anger, fear. It's neither of those. Oh, another wonderful auto attack with the Ice Blast. Nunu is going to get out of there with absolutely no problems. Very unfortunate. I think if Blitzcrank would have been able to either pop Nunu up at the tower, he might have been able to pick up that kill in the long run. A nice grab onto the cannon minion. I'm not sure what he was going for there, but it's really not looking good for this bottom lane on the blue team so far. But it's not over. I mean, Tryndamere is still farming like a madman. Tryndamere's at 59 CS, pretty much the second best in the game right now. Only next to Oriana. So if top and mid go according to plan, it's very possible that bottom can come back later on in the game. And since Draven just does so much damage, I mean, it's not really burst damage, it's just constant DPS, you know, a little bit more than most AD carries anyway. Like Ezreal is a lot of poke and stuff like that. But so now that blue buff is on both members of the mid lane, this could be a very nice, interesting engage. Oh, Akali is going to throw down that shroud. She is going to do as much damage as possible. Oh, wow. Tryndamere's attack moving, doing a great job against that Akali. Akali is going to have a lot of issues with this. Is the Undying Rage? Yes, wow, a perfect, absolute beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is going to be really close. Yes, he ends up going down another trade for that top lane. And wow, that's just incredible that just keeps happening. Uh-oh, Brand and Nunu are both here. Is he going to get the Seer stun? Yes, he will. He will throw out that. Is he going to put down the ultimate? No, the Oriana throws that. Oh, the ultimate. That is going to be a nice flash, getting rid of everything. The Ezreal ult gets completely dodged, but Draven is in a world of hurt if he continues to stay there. He's going to end up backing out. Wow, Ezreal's doing a wonderful job with poking. Didn't really time his ult properly, but outside of that, he just did a wonderful job. Brand with his slimy footprints, still doing a great job. He's starting to bring it back a little bit. He did kind of go down there, but he's a really good farmer, and it's not going to be difficult for him to really come by. But Olaf is in the mix, and this could be really bad. Throws down the ult so that the Seer doesn't do anything. All he has to do is one more axe, so no, he does not have another undertow. He wasn't able to pull it off. Very unfortunate, but okay, so Amumu ends up packing up as well. Great for them. Tryndamere just hanging out in the bush. He's getting super low. Akali, is she going to be able to follow up? She does have another charge of her ult, and that is going to be a lot of damage. Tryndamere is doing what he can, but he's just not able to stay with her. Not what they wanted in that top lane, especially after he has 3 kills, but Akali has 2 herself. She was able to get the Hextech Revolver, which is really going to help. But Tryndamere may be completely getting caught out of position. Akali's going to do as much damage as possible. The bandage shot just barely misses, but he does use that flash initiate. Curse to the Sad Mummy, doing as much damage as he can. Tryndamere gets out of there, and that is going to be a really nice play coming out from Tryndamere. In the meantime, while Ezreal ends up going down, let's see how that transpired. I'm assuming it was a grab. Draven's getting completely caught out of position, and wow, it just looks like Ezreal goes in, throws down a lot of damage, but Draven's ult, wow, yeah, that was a perfect grab, great pickup. Unfortunately, it went to the Blitzcrank and not the Draven, because he really used it at this point. But still, wonderful job. It doesn't matter as long as they can continue to mitigate their losses in this bottom lane. That's exactly what they need to do. It's just like a non-stop engagement up top. Looks like Akali's on the back end of this, but she's able to throw on so much damage. She can just wait for a little bit of extra damage, and yes, that is another dead Tryndamere. Very unfortunate. This is a really good Akali player. She's playing almost like a poke champion. She's not really... she'll go in, but she won't let herself be auto-attacked. Like, she'll throw down her ultimate and just walk out. She'll just set the mark, throw her ultimate on him, auto-attack, and then just run away. So he'll get maybe 1 or 2 auto-attacks when she puts on a pretty decent amount of burst onto whoever that she's going on to. Ooh, really close to Blitzcrank being caught out there, but now Amumu is pinging off into this mid. Oriana, is he going to be able to get away? She does have a ward there, so it's not going to be the best choice for them. Amumu throws off a blind bandage toss, you know, just for fun. And wow, a great Seer coming out. That ultimate is going to bounce back to her. Oh ho, Oriana solo. Yes, that last auto attack will be all she wrote. She threw the ball a little bit past the brand, and so it actually pulled him a little bit closer to her. Yeah, he was still kind of CC'd for a bit, but by that time the passive went on. Akali is spotted out. This is not going to be good. She throws down the ultimate. Draven is going to have a tough time getting out of here, but it looks as if he might. No, he won't. He tries to throw down the ultimate. Just does not go off. Blitzcrank is now getting completely initiated on. And a nice tanking from the Nunu. But Tryndamere is now here in the mix. I don't know if he's going to be able to do too much. Akali back in. The grab misses from Blitzcrank. And that mana barrier down. This is going to be a very, very, very dead Blitzcrank. But wow, Nunu may be going down himself. It's going to be really, really close. But Nunu's able to get out of there successfully. So the red team got a little bit too greedy on that dive. They wanted another kill, which is obviously not quite meant to be. Go Amumu. Nice Spanish toss coming out, and the ultimate now from Olaf. I don't know if that was necessary per se, because Curse the Sad Mummy, yeah, should be able to get it right when it wears off. Throws down the Ghost. Brand, barely misses the spear. Wow, great zoning job by Brand. And a bandage shot just barely hits, and that last auto attack is going to pick it up. Wonderful job. Wow, Draven is going to be able to get Nunu, wow. Blitzcrank didn't even get any of Draven's help there. Akali's super low in mid lane. Not going to be good for the Oriana. Or not going to be good for the Mage going against the Oriana. It's just not a good matchup. You would think it would be okay, but it's just not quite there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
It's a wonderful job by the blue team as that is the second tower that they've taken of the game so far at 14 minutes. They're up by about 2,000 gold now. And it's hard to say who has the advantage at this point. I mean, gold-wise, yes, blue team does. They have taken 2 towers. They're seeming to get a little bit more presence in the lane, but red team is going for this dragon. This is going to significantly help. Yes, it looks like they will pull up their sleeves and get this dragon completely uncontested. With Nunu there and a smite, this is not going to be good. Wow, blue team come from the back. Great ultimate from Brand, bouncing back between both of them like crazy, and that is going to be a free double kill for the 5 members of the red team, and they are just shoving the lane. 3 members of the red team are going to recall, try to prevent this Tryndamere and Olaf from taking any more towers. Blue team losing their first bottom tower, and they also took the second top red tower. No damage to us. That could be really scary. Really, really, really scary. I don't want Tryndamere. Don't do it, Tryndamere. He has a nice escape. It's on a relatively low cooldown, but I just don't know if it's going to be the best way to do it. In the meantime, the red team was pushing mid the whole time, and wow, Oriana's completely caught out of position. She's going to throw down the ult, do as much as she can, and they were able to take a 2 for 0. She does shield herself to keep her alive, and Ezreal's coming out. One more auto attack should be able to do it. The silence coming out. Yes, that last auto attack, and that is going to be a very, very dead Ezreal. Oh, perfect grab out of the shroud, but she does throw down her ultimate and then flashes away. Beautiful play by the Akali, and those axes really need to land. Come on, we need a chicken. There's no way. Nunu's basically just wasting the time at this point. Another miss on the grab, and he's laughing as he runs away. A perfect pickup for Draven. Definitely a member of the team that they need to get those kills to, since he's so far behind. He's down by about 30 CS and 1 kill and 2 assists. It's definitely worrisome. I'm a little bit concerned about this Draven at this point. He's starting to get to the point where he's falling so far behind him. He's down by 1,000 gold. Even with those 3 towers that the blue team has taken, he's just still not where he needs to be. And that was a beautiful grab coming up from Blitzcrank. Once again, it's a very dangerous position to pick that up. But the static shiv actually going down on the Tryndamere. Very interesting pick. Wow, Akali's going in real hard in the paint, and that is going to be a nice pickup from the ult on Ezreal. And wow, a great pink ward coming in, and Olaf might be picking up this kill. Yes, that is going to be a kill for Olaf. And Tryndamere is stunned out. Is he going to be able to do much? That static shiv not quite doing what they wanted to. But wow, Draven flashes through and does as much damage as he can. Is the follow-up going to happen? Oh, that just didn't quite land. Not quite. But man, an overall wonderful, wonderful fight for the blue team. They chase them away once again. But yeah, the static shiv, that's one item that I don't think I've seen yet in Season 3. It seems to be an okay item. It just seems to be overshadowed by many of the other better choices, I guess you could say. It's a nice alternative to getting the Last Whisper first, or not Last Whisper, the Phantom Dancer first for Tryndamere for that movement speed, and that is going to be another very, very dead Tryndamere. Tryndamere starting to fall behind just a little bit. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up this fight at all. I mean, he is down in kills now. Or down, like, his KDA is a little bit lower, so he's getting a little bit careless, plus all the trading that they've done with Akali. Akali's really going to help snowball this game in their favor, and she's going to need to do that. Amumu's still doing a phenomenal job at ganking, though. He's landed a lot of those bandage tosses. Ultimate from Ezreal coming out, hitting 2 members of the blue team, getting them significantly low. And they're just back to the mid lane once again. For a little bit of farming, they're going to try to do everything in their power to force Yeah, if they can force the blue team out. Wow, a lot of damage going on Akali. Is Akali going to be able to pick it up? Very close. Oriana throws in that ball, but it's a little bit too late. She didn't notice that she walked by. Brandon's going to do whatever he can just to throw on some harass. They were able to pick that tower. And that's a wonderful job by him. Oh, the grab is barely missing. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking indeed. And once again, she goes in there and just takes it on and then runs away. Akali's doing a crazy job. She is absolutely destroying this Tryndamere. That was a lot of damage that she did in just a short period of time. Oh wow, Amumu takes another tower. That is going to be a big tower for them. They're now pushed back to their inhibitor tower. And I don't know if that is going to be really all that great for them. Oh, a nice here coming out with a little bit of extra damage coming from that pillar of fire. Oriana just doesn't do that much damage quite yet. The ultimate from Olaf coming out, he throws down the Shirley's, but he's completely blocked by the creeps and the dead tower that was there. Very unfortunate, but in the meantime, Tryndamere taking 2 towers in the bottom lane of the red team. Very great job. He's able to get out. That static shiv is really assisting in that pushing matter. He takes the big wolf and he decides to run away. He's gonna be pretty easy at running away, that is for sure. Draven's ultimate coming up. It's gonna happen. No, it hits a lot of the creeps and then goes back. And another time, red team is going to be taking this dragon. This is going to be the second dragon for the red team. This is going to put them ahead in gold now. The blue team is still ahead in towers, only by 1 tower though, and the gold is almost completely even. Brand coming around from the back there, trying to jump on this Tryndamere. Tryndamere is super low. Flash coming out from Akali. Are they going to be able to pick it up? The Undying Rage is going to go out. She is going to close the gap, and that is going to be a very, very dead Tryndamere. Once again, I mean, he's doing a great job at side pushing. The red team is pushing for this middle inhibitor tower on the blue team, and that could be catastrophic if they're able to take that, because then that's after about a minute or so, super minions are going to be in their base, which is going to force the blue team to actually recall and save their base, which is going to leave Baron wide open for the red team to take. And that's what I'm a little bit worried about. Wow, the miss on that undertow from just right next to him was a little bit interesting. Great job by Oriana, kind of missing. Oh wow, great grab, forcing the flash. Oh, the ultimate now going out from Brand. It's going to bounce to many members of that blue team, slowing down quite a bit of them. And oh, the flash banish toss does not quite work, but he is able to curse the Sad Mummy onto the Blitzcrank just barely, and they're able to pick it up. Let's see if that happens. Is she going to be able to get away? That is the question. It looks as if they are. The blue team, oh, Tryndamere once again just pushing so very hard. They're starting to recall, but at least Ezreal recalled. Now, are they going to let him take this out, or is he going to be able to get there? He's so close, but I don't know if he's going to be able to force him off. That's the hard part. He does have quite a bit of damage. He's going to force the flash at Ezreal, doing a great job. And oh my gosh, just barely. I think Ezreal might have leveled up. It's very disappointing, but Olaf is getting completely chased out of position now. He pops his ultimate so he doesn't get slowed down by that Ice Blast coming up from Nunu. And Oriana is just going to keep them at bay as much as possible, but it's not going to be enough. Draven doing so much damage, and a great ultimate from Oriana, getting to grab 3 people in there, and that is going to be a very dead Brand as well. Holy cow, the blue team is really starting to pull it together as a team. Tryndamere almost took that top tower, almost took that Ezreal, forced him to go back and sit in the fountain until he healed. Oriana is just going to continue to speed him up. Ezreal misses everybody, which is unfortunate, and now Nunu is going to be very dead. That is going to be the 3rd kill for Draven. He really needs to get more, but some of them are pinging off Baron like crazy. Both teams look like they're going to ping off Baron. They know that the blue team wants it. The blue team wants it, and they know that they want it. The red team is all at their spawn except for this Amumu, and they decide against it. Very interesting. They don't have Tryndamere, and I think that may be one of the main reasons. It's just that Oriana isn't. They don't have a jungle Yeah, they don't really have a Baron team to take down Baron really quickly before they get out. But the Cape of the Suns looks like it very possibly could be. No. That would have been awesome if the Amumu Cape of the Suns actually took that buff. That would have sucked. Oh no, Amumu did not recall. Tryndamere getting in a lot of trouble. He really just doesn't care at this point. He's really just like, "Bay life," and going all out. He has, wow, he has the Hydra as well. Very interesting item choices coming out from this Tryndamere. So yeah, it's just very, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna decide to do. I mean, he's definitely focusing on pushing just a little bit, as you can tell by that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's basically the upgraded Tiamat. He has a little bit of health regen, which is definitely going to help. That static shift helps a lot too, and it's just absolutely crazy that he's able to destroy every creep wave that quickly. Uh-oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, nice little burst of damage coming out. Akali is all by herself. She's in the shroud, but now she is backed up by the forces of Amumu, and Amumu's going to be able to do that Curse of the Sad Mummy. Oh my gosh, just not quite there. Brand is going to be able to pick up that kill with absolutely no issues. Blue team is pinging around Baron just to say, hey, we should take this. Where is Baron? Did I miss Baron? It says he's here. He's just not here. Very interesting. Oh, that is going to be a ton of damage going on. Blitzcrank, the ultimate from Brand doesn't bounce to anybody, but he still might be going down from the burn damage. No, not quite. Passive does not quite bode to be strong enough. The fire is not hot enough. Come on, Brand. Kick it up a notch. He's like a freezer right now. Now, Brand's actually doing really, really good. He has 5 kills and 123 CS. Still behind by about 50 from Oriana. Oriana doing a phenomenal job. She already has the upgraded Archangel Staff, being that Sephiroth's Embrace. Seraph's Embrace, Sephiroth's. Apparently, I have been playing way too many games that aren't League of Legends if I say Sephiroth's. Anyway, embarrassing. Just ignore I said that, although it's probably impossible now that I've kind of pointed it out a million times. But either way, upgraded Archangel Staff is probably one of my favorite items right now. Archangel Staff is just a great item. I used to buy it all the time. When I first started this game, I was just like, okay, what item provides the most amount of ability power? And that was it. You know, it just provided the most because of the passive that it gave you. As long as you had those stats maxed out, it gave you the most. If you want to max out your AP, you know, you get 1 death cap and then 5 Archangel Staffs. That's basically what you do. Oh, sniper! Boom, sniper! Jeez, Ezreal's on fire with those now. He missed the first one. He's like, okay, I'm not missing it anymore. And now he's just like, explore Ezreal, raping everybody. Just doing a phenomenal job. And that is going to be a huge Baron if they're actually able to pick that up. Is Draven going to throw down the ultimate with the sticks? Throw down the drumsticks. Yeah, they're the blue team is completely zoned off Baron, but it doesn't look like red team. Are they going to finish it off? He's still at 8,000 health, but Olaf is caught out of position here by the Akali. Akali gets knocked out, and that is going to be a lot of damage. Yes, she will end up going down. Oh, the Baron is still at 4,000 health, but it's going down extremely fast. That is going to be a good job by Blitzcrank to delay it as much as possible. And, oh, Nunu taking out the kill. A double kill coming out from Draven. Now is it going to be a triple kill? That is a triple kill, and it looks like it's very well could be Baron as well. Oh, Mumu's coming in. Oh! He did not steal it. It was a very, very nice attempt. Great job. It was a nice attempt on Amumu. He really needed to do that. But now that was a 5-for-1 trade, and Tryndamere is already pushing top. He wasn't even in that fight. Keep in mind, it was just Oriana kiting like crazy. And so this is very, very bad. Blue team is just absolutely demolishing the red team at this point. That one fight just completely destroyed their entire base. You know, they're almost completely respawned now, but oh, a nice grab coming out, forcing out the flash once again. not going to be good. Akali's going in balls deep. Is she really going to follow up on this? That is the question. That's a lot of damage. Oh, Tryndamere going in hard in the paint. Shield coming out. He does have the Undying Rage. He should be able to get out of there. But wow, Curse of the Sad Mummy is going to be able to pick it up. Ezreal gets the kill. And now, oh, Oriana could be in a lot of trouble. I don't think she's going to be able to get out of this. We need is one bandage toss, and that's all it takes. But that fade is all that was needed. The Phage box slowed her down enough. And wow, almost everybody on the blue team is out of that Baron buff now. This is very depressing. And Brand, oh no, stun chain coming out from the red team. Doing a great job. The only person left with Baron is going to be that Tryndamere. Oh, they had the lead and they just kind of threw that part away. They're still in the lead, don't get me wrong. They took 2 inhibitors on that push with the Baron. And now Tryndamere's the only one with Baron left. And he's going to be really powerful with that Baron. Since he's a split pusher and he's the only one with Baron on the map, he could do quite a bit of damage. He does have that teleport. It's not off cooldown though, so you have to keep that in mind. I think once his teleport's up, we should see a very interesting outcome. I would like to see Tryndamere do some backdooring action. I haven't seen really too much backdooring in this game in a while, like true backdooring, not to where they're not just normal split pushing, we're talking like backdoor, where there's no minions, they're just protecting the tower. Wow, Tryndamere doing so much work, getting a double kill, doing it. Oh my gosh. I mean, granted, it was Amumu and Nunu, but so he's able to do a nice little 2v1 there. It's just not on the champions that they wanted to kill. And killing Amumu is going to significantly decrease the red team's presence in those team fights. But if they can make Amumu waste his ult to the Curse of the Sad Mummy, that's going to significantly increase their chances as well. Or if he only gets 1 person instead of like 4 or 5, that could be really, really bad for them. Oh, a nice little bit of damage, and it looks like, yes, she will go out. And the grab coming onto Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is going to be taking that tower as well as auto attacks from Ezreal. And yes, Ezreal goes down and uses Arcane Shift to pick up that kill, so he's going to have to force a flash. And that is a dead Ezreal as well. Nunu and Amumu are both back up. Could this be, yes, a Sad Mummy? Very Sad Mummy. Draven is going to take it, go down for it, but that is a double kill for Olaf. And that is an ace, so uh-oh, this is not going to be good. There's a lot of super minions in their base. I would be very surprised if red team survived through this push. I don't think there's any way to kill that many super minions in this short amount of time it's going to take them to take it. And so that will be the good game. Beautiful play by, just everybody. But the blue team, they started off and they were looking pretty good. They were looking okay. That first split on Tryndamere, I was like, okay, this could be good. And then they just kept trading and trading, and it was even for the most part. Red team pulled ahead by taking that Baron, taking the first 2 dragons, I think. And then, oh man, it was insane. But I'm glad it's over because my heart's dying. No, but the blue came back in the end, so GG to the red team and congratulations to the blue team. Make sure to like my videos, hit that video, or hit that like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. I try to put out a new video every day. Today I might come out with 2, maybe 3. And make sure to tune in every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Completely Obscene Casting, where we just play drinking games revolved around League of Legends while we spectate and just have a great time. This time we will have chat up, so join us, and I possibly may have some giveaways to do, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Bye.